What is up, guys? This is Nick. We are back, and I am recording this video kind of abruptly here just because I've got to get this PSA order out tomorrow. I am doing it under the, what's it called? Value bulk or value tier? Let me see, what is it called? It's the $25 tier, the value service. So instead of the value bulk, which it's crazy to me that the value bulk is the thing we all pay for with the membership, but that's not what they cut down on the business days. It's the thing that everybody has access to at value. So what is the point of me paying you for the collector's club if we're not doing absolutely anything with it? I might be crazy for that opinion, but it is my opinion. So I am submitting it that because I want these back in 45 business days, because I'm going to guess it'll arrive sometime next week. You'll see this on Thursday. I'm recording it on Wednesday. So let's just, for easy math's sake, let's say they log it in next Friday, the 25th. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So end of September is technically 45 days, which would get me into, the hype of the season. If a quarterback sucks, it won't matter yet. So, but I'll explain it more. It's a bit of a high-risk submission. It'll be the last one I really do. I don't think I'm too game for the high-risk submissions. I'm going to take more margined approaches, but we'll discuss it when we get there. So we also got mail in this video. Picked up this Caleb Williams pink refractor and Shadur Sanders refractor. Just a couple low-end slabs. They'll go into... I've decided to split the streams into PSA, SGC, and Beckett in one stream, with maybe like some higher quality, like this. This was in a previous mail video, like a 07-08 HGA LeBron. This might go into that quality stream, but going to try to keep the weird grading companies out of that, or not a part of that. So we'll see about how that goes. Next, sudden death stuff. Carson Steele, Adonai Mitchell. The Carson Steele is numbered to 99. The Adonai Mitchell is numbered to 299. Mitchell patch numbered to 149 out of select. Jalen Carter to 79. Drake May and Brock Bowers shocks. I will check these for grading. I kind of forgot they were in this pile. I'll check them. I can always... Well, they won't go in this submission, but I am going to be probably sending in another quality submission. So if they're really good, we'll pull them aside and send them in for that. If not, they'll go sudden death. A couple of cheap slabs here. I think I paid $20 all in for the pair of these. A Patrick Mahomes Airborne Longevity. Cool parallel. And then a Red Ice Lamar. Paid $20. I feel like they'll do good. These, I would say, are quality, non-SGC PSA. So they'll go into that that whatnot stream instead of being in like the junk slab streams with the OCGs. Moving on. I bought all of this stuff for, well, some of this stuff. So, like this Naomi WWE, these are like show cards. They're not really whatnot cards, but it's something cheap I can put out at a show. I'll probably sticker them at like $10 or something. It's an authentic matte relic. So we'll see. These are for whatnot. These Francisco Lindors. These are whatnots. They should be all worn. So yeah, these are player worn. This is, sorry, I can't read it from that far away. Oh, this is not from any specific game or event. See, it says, so it's not from any specific game or event, but then if you flip it over on the front, it is game used mem. So just not game used mem by Francisco Lindor. What the heck does that mean? All right. Kaylee Ray belt to 150. Like I said, I'm probably just going to price these at like $5 or $10 and just let them fly. Lindor, Mr. Smile, commemorative patch. Mandy Rose, this is matte used relic, I believe. Yeah, Vet used Matt. So 4 out of 75 there. Charlotte Flair out of 150. Another Charlotte Flair out of 150. And then 4 of these Goldies from Tier 1. They're all numbered to, is that 254? Yeah, all numbered to 254. And it is game used mem. So, yeah, just some patches for whatnot. Some low-end WWE for shows. I'm doing a lot of shows, so I need stuff for my showcase, to be honest. But I don't really want to hold like expensive stuff. I'd rather just get that ran on whatnot and go from there. And so I need stuff to fill the showcase so it doesn't look empty, but I'm happy to put $5-10 cards in there because the whole purpose I'm there at the show is to buy stuff. So that does change a bit of how I view it. Some of this stuff, it's mostly game used. There's some non-game used, but most of it is game used. I'm going to kind of separate this into what I think would actually sell. Like, I don't think a Dan Heron game used jersey relic is selling. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's probably more into the lots. Robin Yount probably should sell. Anthony Morrow, no. Mobley, that's a rookie, I believe. 2021, is that Mobley rookie? I think it is. This is a sick Brian Edwards. That's definitely should fetch $3. I think I'm into all of these for like $2 a game used jersey. So David Lee, I think David Lee could get it done. I think Greg Jennings and Phillip Rivers get a bid at $3 on whatnot or more. I'm not saying that's their cap, but Joe Johnson, that's the whole goal. Dallin Bear, no. Mari Cooper and Mark Sanchez, these might be something that I would consider for shows since they're college unis. That is J.J. Hickson. That is not. I believe they're game-worn material. These might be something I consider for shows, for the showcase. Just cheap show, $5 in the showcase, game used. Something I would consider. I'm going to set those there for now. Patrick Ewing, Manu Ginobili, and David Robinson. That's a sick game used one. That I would be surprised if this doesn't hit $10. I mean, is it saying this? Is this rookie Ginobili? No. 09-010. Why is it RC? I have no idea. Oh, it's RG. Robinson Ginobili. Okay. Bernie Williams. That should be good. Josh Donaldson. Another college card. I don't know. That's a maybe. It's player worn. Maybe for show. Who is this? Sasaki? I don't think so. Don Sutton, probably not. Michael Tucker, probably not. Maglio Ordonez, if I could talk. We'll throw him over there. Sharif Abdur-Rahim, maybe. Tyrus Thomas, probably not, but I'll put it over there. Sean Green. Jalen Tolbert's a nice big patch. Ryan Grant, probably not. Brian Cushing, probably, but that's another college, so that may be a show one I go. Shane Bieber. Jose Reyes. I don't know what Jose Reyes' market is anymore, but sure, we'll throw it over there. Gilbert Arenas Carmelo. This is one that I would think maybe could touch $10-15. It's game used. Dirk. This is another one I think that could touch $10-15. It's game used. Dirk. Corey Maggette, Chris Mullins, and Monte Ellis. Is this game used? Sorry for like the shadows. It's like when I'm recording this. Game used. I have no idea who that is. Jacob Eason, no. Langford, not a good player, but maybe a $3 relic if I put it in my showcase. So that's probably what I'll do with it. Chris Henry, doubtful. Rookie collection, RG3, probably $3 card. Vernon Davis rookie materials, that's nice. And then a Jarius Norwood. So these will all go for the lots. So like, I don't know, with patches, probably 5 for a team bag. So someone will get 5 of these for $3 or $4 probably. But I think the value is in those. That's what I'm hoping. I might be wrong, but I feel like there's good value here. I'll have to take them out. I've got like an initial pile of stuff that we need to get through on Whatnot for Sudden Death. Gonna be running that on Thursday. So if you're seeing this, About the time that this goes up, maybe an hour or two later, I'll be live on Whatnot. I need to do sudden death stuff, so we will be live. Then I bought 4 cards for PC. Shout out to my good friend Al from the Yu-Gi-Oh days. Bought these for pretty cheap for the PC. Getting back into getting a few PC cards. I want to keep it cheap. I mean, honestly, for me, personally, anybody who walks into my house and sees this Injection Fairy Lily that knows Yu-Gi-Oh! Will just be, there's a select handful of humans on the planet that knows, like, Injection Fairy Lily Dark Beginnings 2, opposed to, like, Injection Fairy Lily from, I don't even know what set she's from. She's not LON, LOD? Is she Legacy of Darkness? She might be Legacy of Dark. It's not Dark Crisis. I think it's Legacy of Darkness. I think she's Legacy of Darkness. But anyway, The Secret versus First Edition versus PSA 8, PSA 9. Like, my mom grew up with me being, like, a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Nerd. Like, I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. I took Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards with me in my wallet to school. Like, I was huge Yu-Gi-Oh! She couldn't tell you the difference between Injection Fairy Lily, Dark Beginnings 2, or Legacy of Darkness, First Edition Legacy of Darkness. It's an ultra rare. I'll take it. I'll probably get the Secret because I like Secrets more. But like this is a big one. Like, I bought it from $30 from Al. It's a PSA 9. Do I care about a PSA 10? I had a bunch of these in PSA 10 back when I had my PC of Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, I don't know. A PSA 10 is so expensive. I think Al sold to me for $35. So, like, it's cheap. It's cool for the PC. I'm actually going to be hanging my PC up on this wall here above my TV that I use for, like, a stream backdrop. So I'm going to be hanging my entire PC up there. This was a cool one. Like, no one's going to know what a reverse foil error is other than, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Nerds, but the secret rare pattern should be the other way. But PSA 8, cheap. Yeah, one Gemini Elf for my collection. Same with this. Dark Magician of Chaos, Invasion of Chaos. It's not First Ed, but my childhood PC card was not First Ed from my Dark Magician of Chaos. So, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, it's just PC Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think these are cool. I think I paid $110 all in for the 4. So I think it was 20, 55, and then I want to say like 25, 30, something like that on the cards. But I think I paid $110 for them. Al grades like 400 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards at a time, so I will be having more on the channel when he gets them back as I buy little bit by little bit for the PC. Really want to work on my binder, my sports binder. At one point, once I get that cooking, I'll show you. I might work on it a little bit tonight, though I do need to get some stuff around for that stream tomorrow. So here is the PSA submission. I'll go through and explain the logic behind each card that I submitted. It's a little bit messy, could be better done. It's going to cost me $900 to grade all of this, so like, I don't think it's the greatest submission ever, but we'll talk about it. Jane Daniels Green Hyper. I don't really care what the comps are now. Most of this stuff hasn't been graded. People haven't got it back, so I want to discuss it in a logical way based on that. This Green Hyper, I think if it PSA 10s, it's probably a $175 card. It's $50 right now, so I think that's worth it. Got to keep in mind we're paying $25 per card, so I double my money on that. I think a PSA 9 will go a little bit above, but it'll be an L overall. These Teal Velocities, I think will probably settle around the same range, 175 for a PSA 10 Drake May. I think they currently go for about 200. Bach Bowers, I think will be about a 150. We're into these lower, but obviously I think you have to view it as in what you could sell them for now, opposed to what you paid to get into them. But maybe that's wrong of me. It would allow you to take a little bit more risk if you're in for them lower. Because like these Brock Bowers, I think I've been to for like $12 or $10, but they're really like $40, $50 cards. So I don't know. It kind of just depends on how you view it. JJ, I think is 150 to 175, like the Drake May. Neighbors, probably 130 to 150. These Jaden Daniels Red, White, Blues, I think they're about $100 PSA 10 probably, maybe under that, maybe closer to 80, 90. But I think like with these lower end ones, I think the downside is less. Like I think if I get PSA 9s on these, they're probably $30 cards, maybe 25, 20. So we would lose the value of the card, but I do think they're close to $80 to $120 cards. They're like $20 raw currently. The Disco Drake May, this one's kind of weird. Probably around $100 if it tens. The Cooper, probably around 110 if it gems. Joe Milton, probably around 80 if it gems. Some of these now is more about like low end quantity. So like, I think this is like a $3 or $4 card. I think if it gems, it's probably like $50. So the upside's not crazy, but the downside's probably not bad. If it gets a 9, it's probably $20 at least. Same with like this. I think this is like a, I don't know, maybe a $9 card. I think I'm into it for like $2. So this one I'm viewing a little bit different, but yeah, I think that's a decent card, even though it's non-licensed. Lads, I see them going for like $80. I bet they settle around 60. There's only been a couple sales. Blue Hyper, PSA 10 on the Neighbors. Color Match, that's why I'm sending that. I think that probably settles around 60 to $70. Keon Coleman, this is out of $3.99. These are always weird to me. I don't really love to grade numbered cards just because it's a little all over on how they sell as PSA 10s. Drake May, I bet that settles around $80 to $100. Bread Mojo, Brian Thomas Jr. Didn't look this up at all, so I'm going to be honest, don't know. These shocks. I bet the Xavier Worthy in a 10 is probably $40, $50. But I would say the downside is like $20, $25. Like you just get your money back essentially. This has a higher ceiling. I would guess it's probably $70 to $90. But we'll see. This is a bit of a gamble. I think it's probably $50, $60 as a 10. And then as a 9, I think you probably get $20, $25. This is a numbered Caleb to 149. Not even going to try to speculate. Not even going to try to speculate on the scopes. I'm going to guess it probably $40, $50, $60 as a 10. Mahomes, this is just a gamble because it's Mahomes. But I feel like in a 10, it's an easy $50, $60. If it's a 9, it's easy $20 to $30. This is a Bo Nix to 125. I like the color. And so, yeah, I really don't. The numbered stuff always just drives me crazy. Try to speculate on it. Cooper to Gene Auto. This is the biggest thing in here probably. Love a 10 on this. I think this is like, it's not a super expensive auto, but it's out of 199. I guess the teal velocities are probably bigger, but I would guess this is maybe a 190er as a 10. I can't remember. I think this was the cheaper auto of the DeGenes when I bought a lot. So I think this is probably like, I didn't look this up either. It's probably like $50, $60, but I did look at it. It is gradable. Rookie Royalty, Tyrese Maxey. I'm going to guess in a 10, this is like $40, $50. It's out of 75, but it's a cool looking card if it manages a 10. If not, I think it's just a cool looking card. It's a card I'm willing to put in my showcase. Some of this stuff as I do more shows and like McBrien is going to let me have a little bit of his table at the Carmel Card Show every month as long as he has 2 tables. So I need to have a little bit of stuff that looks good for showcases. I think this looks good for a showcase. Like, I would be more than happy to put that out as a PSA 9 at $30. Obviously, that's not what I want because it would be a net loss, really, by the time you factor in, like, I bought the card and then I graded it and then I had to wait. But Brian Thomas Jr., $3.99. I don't think this gems. I should probably have taken it out, but whatever. It's a national card. Cam Brink, Silver Prism. Neighbors, Blue, Press Proof. The only reason I'm grading this is because it's colored matched. Lamar to 249. Same kind of with the Mahomes. I think the downside's just not there. This has some downside. I bet this is a PSA 9, 10 is like, or PSA 9 is like $10 to $15 tops. A 10 is probably $40. This is a bit of a gamble, but I did look at it, thought it was clean. This is going to be a real tester I want to do just to see what my eye is. I haven't looked at cards in a while to see about grading. I really just haven't because I haven't needed to. I've, been pretty, what am I trying to say? I've been pretty just not looking because I've been sending to OCG, Beckett, and CGC in quantity. I haven't had to look. So I want to see what my eye looks like. We've got these 4 submissions now at Beckett. We've got a 5-carder, 27 vault value bulk. That's $20. The first 5 card is $40, but only 3 of the cards are mine. And then we have another value, or we have a, it's not value, it's whatever standard, I guess, the $40 tier. We have an 8-card submission of that where all 8 cards are mine. And I looked at it. I forgot what 8 cards it was. Those are actually kind of important. Like, there's some quality 10 potential in there. Like, the Stroud Zebra, I forgot was in there. There's some Alexa Bliss in there. There's some stuff that could make or break stuff. The first one is really make or break because it has the PSA, it has the Kaboom CJ Stroud second year, and it has the Red Retail Mahomes. If those can both get 10s, that would just be huge for me. But we'll see how long those take. I want to get these out so that hopefully we can get these out back in September. Crazy for me to say just because it's July. There's July, August, September. It just is crazy that it's going to be September before I see these again. It's good value here. Like, I'm giving up some decent value to send these in because this is like 60, like 240, 360, 445-ish. You can tell me I'm an idiot because I'm probably off a little bit, but 550, that's probably 600. A lot of this isn't a whole lot of value. So that's probably like 700, and that's probably like $800 in value. So what I'm hoping is by sending these in, it's about $800 in value, I would say. We're going to pay $900 in the submission, a little bit more. I would say we'll be all in at $1,800 by the time we get it back, all that supplies, however you want to look at it. $1,800. We're going to hope to get like $2,500, I guess, with the grading, but we'll see. Maybe I get all 9s. I'm not sure. Like I said, we haven't done this in a while, so we'll see. But I'll stop yapping, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.